Arsene Wenger equaled Sir Alex and Shy, Ferguson's managerial and Shy, milestone with a typical Arsenal performance. They played brilliantly for 45 minutes but wasted chances, did their best to throw it away, and then 2 moments of magic from a genuine superstar won it. Alexis Sanchez was back to his best with a superb brace, and you cannot help it was the temperamental Chilean who Wenger was talking about when he discussed the difficulties of management. Wenger, who drew level with Fergie's record of managing 810 Premier League games, said players could be mean and selfish, but he was always determined to see a light in every human being. That light feels as it has gone out in recent weeks as Sanchez has sulked, gone all in games, and has looked as if his mind is already elsewhere with his contract due to expire next summer. But Sanchez played his best game in ages, relentless in the first half and then stepping up to the plate after Palace had hauled themselves back into the contest. It was the sort of fighting spirit which has made Sanchez so good and so entertaining at Arsenal during his 3.5 years at the Emirates. Arsenal as a team were also terrific at times, especially going forward, with Jack Wilshere pulling all of the strings in midfield as he delivered the sort of performance which proved he is back to his best. Wilshere ran the game in the first half when Arsenal looked irresistible, and then provided the pass of the match as his wonderful through ball released Sanchez for his second goal, which ultimately was the match winner. Wenger said, "It was a great assist. He had a great performance as a midfielder, and that shows that Jack is coming back to form." Incredibly, it was the first time Wilshere had started 4 consecutive Premier League games since March 2014. It was at Selhurst Park last April when it really felt like the end for Wenger after Arsenal lost 3-0. The fans turned on the players, chanting, "You're not fit to wear the shirt," and yet the Frenchman was never going to go before he was ready. 8 months later, it feels like Groundhog Day with Arsenal chasing a place in the top 4, the defensive frailties remain and the doubts over the futures of Sanchez and Mesut Ozil remain. But even if it is to be their long goodbye, Ozil has been excellent in the last few weeks and he was dangerous again, linking up with Sanchez, and Arsenal really should have had the game won by half-time. Arsenal, who reverted to a back 3, tore into Palace and deserved to go ahead after 25 minutes when Granit Xhaka's free kick was not cleared. Alexandre Lacazette's shot was buried by Crystal Palace keeper Julien Speroni, and Shkodran Mustafi calmly steered home the rebound. The travelling fans took great delight in signing, "How else must you be? We're winning away," as this was only Arsenal's 3rd away win of the season. Lacazette went close and Ozil could have scored twice. The second chance left everyone scratching their head asking, how did they not score there? It was all too typical of Arsenal, wasteful and brilliant at the same time. 4 minutes after the restart, they were left truing their missed chances. Wilfried Zaha, who had been booked for dissent as the players went off at half-time for moaning at referee Michael Oliver, was clearly fired up, raced down the left and cut the ball back for Andros Townsend to fire home an equaliser. Suddenly Palace were on top, and yet that was when Arsenal, and Wilshere and Sanchez in particular, dug deep to show real character. Sanchez put Arsenal back in front after 63 minutes after Granit Xhaka's ball into the box was teed up by Lacazette, and the Chile forward then fired a fierce shot inside Speroni's near post. 3 minutes later, Wilshere's through ball released Sanchez and he raced through to score. You would have thought it was all over. But this is Arsenal we're talking about. Palace set up a grandstand finish when Townsend's corner found James Tompkins and the Palace centre-half rose to head home in the 89th minute. But Arsenal held firm to ensure Wenger's milestone was celebrated with a win.